In this recording in our series of Pocket Operation, we will be looking at the technology page. Now, the technology page basically controls what kind of toolpath you would like to have inside your pocket, and the offsets as well. For example, if we start with technology page, we have our technology type, contour. At this moment is grayed out, and I'll explain it to you in a few moments why. We also have the overlap of the tool as it goes from one pass to the next. We have complete uncut areas. This has to do if the overlap that you have here does not cover, sometimes in corners, certain materials, so it'll also go back and clean those areas. I like to keep it on, and as default as actually on. Rest material, no need for that for now. And on the right-hand side, we have our offsets. Since we'll be doing first a rough cut, I'm going to leave 0.3 millimeters off the wall. If there was an island, it would get by default also the same value as the wall offset. And then we have floor offset. In this particular case, I'm going actually a little past the part I do not need. There is no floor that I'm actually working on, so I'm just going to leave that at 0. We also have the option of finish, wall and floor finish. I can do that separately, but in this particular, I'm only going to be doing roughing. I'll be doing finishing in a separate operation, so I do not need to deal with this. And all of this over here deals with the type of finishes, so we'll be doing that in a different operation. We can also add compensation on rough passes if we want. So I'm going to put that in there and continue. Now, we have the technology, and you see it's grayed out. It says here contour. The reason for that is very simple. This, what we're doing right now, is a complete open pocket. What do I mean by open pocket? The outside boundary is the stock, so it is completely open from the outside. So we do not need any kind of formation inside. We'll be basically doing sort of like a racetrack pass on this. And we'll see that in our next option called Open Pocket. Open Pocket uses a profile strategy. I can take it off if I want to, but I prefer using a profile strategy, and we'll get deeper into this as I have more recordings going into these options in depth. I want to have a one-way pass instead of a zigzag, and approach from the outside as default. I can, if I know I'm always going on the outside of material, descend and wrap it to the cut level, or do it at a feed rate. In our next recording, we'll be looking at the links.